Hi there, this is Chris, and I'm really excited to show off the first draft of my adventure map. It just came in the mail today. So, just as a reference, it's going to be a fold up map. So, kind of like this deal where it all folds up like that, but you really can't get that done until you get the final printing. So, I just had kind of two big posters printed up just so I could go over the details, how the colors looked, all that kind of stuff, the scale, all of that stuff, just to see how it's going to look. So this is the front of the map here that shows the bottom corner of the county. And then unfortunately, I don't think there's any angle I can get where I'm not going to get glare, but a lot of detailed maps of different towns and parks and just trail areas and areas of interest. So let's go over the legend real quick here. So we've got trails, we've got camping, different angling hotspots, boating, whether there's an actual boat ramp or just kind of soft launch. We've got the hydrological gauges, overlooks, 2 dog parks in the county, and then all of the community parks of all the towns and localities, anything that's kind of classified as a museum. So there's some things that are kind of places where you can go and check stuff out that are also classified as that. All of the sites in Garrett County that are on the National Historic Register, all of the Maryland historical markers, so those white metal signs you see alongside the road, those are all marked. The little bear is also a special points that kind of maybe didn't meet any of those other things, but I thought were places that you should visit in the county. We've got areas of navigable streams and rivers, whitewater routes, kind of classified by their general class, and then all the standard public safety and points of interest from you'd expect on most maps. And then roads, highways, transmission lines I put on here because they're good landmarks. And then the trails, those are all marked. So these are all of the public trails on public land in the county. We've got peaks, and all the elevation contour lines are marked. For Deep Creek Lake, we've got the depth of the lake shaded, and then different classifications of land types, land ownership in the county, and then the towns and different community names that aren't incorporated that just, you may hear people refer to certain areas that's not necessarily a town. So yeah, just a little more on the map is, this is not necessarily designed to be for navigation, but more for discovery. So just to kind of look through and see all of the different stuff, lots of great things in Oakland, Mountain Lake Park, Lockland Heights. There's a brand new state park. That's the Wolf Den Run State Park. And there's 3 different areas of that with a variety of trails in those different parks, and then a campsite that's all specifically designed for off-road vehicles but can be used for a lot of other things. So there's just a wealth of stuff to discover. Sorry, the glare is just following me around wherever I go on here. Let's look at the top part of the county. This will be the back of the map. And there's just all kinds of great areas to discover. Find new adventures in the county, some new trails, new places to go that maybe you haven't ever thought of or found before. And all the trails have kind of their primary uses. A lot of this stuff is from the Department of Natural Resources, but we've got walking and hiking, biking, cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, off-road vehicles, and there's also one archery trail in the county as well. So we've got a little bit of information about all of these points that we have identified in here, all the campsites, those angling hotspots, the historical markers, all that kind of stuff. But if you want to find more information, you can go to my website, dimesy.com, and that will take you to an interactive Google map version of this whole map. So almost all these special points that I found and identified, cataloged and categorized and found, more importantly, all the links to more information on these sites. That's all on my website. It's all in a Google Map version that you can get to and use that for navigation purposes. Click on the links and find more information about all these spots and sites. And yeah, discover your next Garrett County adventure. So as I said, this will be on the waterproof, tear-resistant paper. It'll fold down to this size of about 4 inches by 9 inches. So you can take this map with you. You can keep it in your glove compartment in your car. You don't have to worry about it getting wet or getting torn up. It's just a great way to discover and plan your next Garrett County adventure. So the funding for this, the funding campaign is going to be through Kickstarter starting in the beginning of January. So again, go to my website, dimez.com. You'll find links to the Kickstarter, if it's active or if it's in the pre-launch phase. You'll be able to get information about how you get notified so you can back this. It's going to be as low as $10 shipped to you if you buy multiple copies. And the MSRP, the retail prices on this, is going to be $15. And you have to pay for shipping when it becomes past the funding campaign. So you'll definitely want to make sure you back this so that you can discover, get in on the ground floor, and find all the cool things that you never knew existed about Garrett County, Maryland.